Hi everyone. Today we're going to be talking about entitled adult children. So if you feel that your child is entitled, I want you to stay tuned today. For those of you that are brand new to my channel, I just want to welcome you. My name is Sally Harris and I'm a mom who walked a difficult road with my own daughter for over 10 years. And while her life spiraled out of control, so did mine. And I promise you it does not have to be that way. And let's talk about entitlement here. Most of you that I have talked to, almost all of you, tell me there's a form of entitlement that you can see in your child. Sometimes you'll tell me, I know where it came from because I spoiled them, because I was trying to make up for lack of dad or lack of, support or whatever it is. And then there's the other part of some of you that will say, I have no idea where this came from. I didn't raise them this way, right? So it can go either way. Either it's been this way forever, or now that they're adults, they're finding their entitlement. So I want to give you some signs for those of you that are not sure if this is what you're dealing with. And it can be a very difficult personality trait, really, a way of living, entitlement. It really does cause a lot of havoc in the family and in relationships, obviously. So when your adult son or daughter is constantly expecting you to completely foot the bill, or really foot any bill, and then you're not seeing any gratitude for it, right? There's no gratitude, no I'll pay you back, no anything like that. It's more of an expectation that they have of you. And so they're expecting all this support financially. They are lacking accountability for their own life, for themselves, for maybe they're not working. You've heard the term failure to launch. Maybe this is something that your son or daughter is going through. But really, they display a lack of gratitude, a lack of appreciation for what you've done for them or what you're currently doing for them. And we all know that we have different parenting styles and we can't go backwards. So if you take a look at maybe some of your parenting styles that you had when they were younger versus now, right? You want to make sure that they are different because we are dealing with adult grown children here now, not young ones in your home. And so you want to make sure that you are not giving them a sense of entitlement by participating in all those things like handing all these things over. I know a lot of you moms will tell me that you'll get a text or a phone call with almost a demand from them that you pay for XYZ, or you take care of their children, or whatever the case may be. And so I know how difficult that is for you as well. With this, so let's say you're already dealing with this. I already know I'm dealing with an entitled adult child. What do I do? Well, this is where you set boundaries and you lay out complete expectations. And so you need to communicate those things very clearly. You need to let them know, what the consequences are, because you need to promote accountability, right? And so if they choose to stop speaking to you because you don't pay their car payment or their rent, or you decide that maybe it's time that you take over your own cell phone bill. It could be something as simple as that they are not either ready for or don't want, because they don't want that sense of accountability. So they don't want to take ownership for any of their own actions or decisions or lack of decisions, right? So also helping them with encouraging self-sufficiency as much as possible. Now, at the end of the day, you can encourage all day long and they will or will not accept that. Depends on the child, right? Depends on the person. But our goal is to encourage self-sufficiency. Our kids, sometimes when we enable, and our enabling ends up giving us an entitled child, this is their only way of knowing how to live because this is what they're used to. So breaking that habit is not an easy feat, right? But you are the one that's in control of that. And so you need to communicate those new guidelines very clearly for them. Maybe give them also, help them explore ways to promote, personal responsibility, or like I said, self-sufficiency. Give them ideas of how, what they could do for themselves. Our kids want power, and There's nothing like having power, knowing that you are capable of doing something that you didn't think you were. We kind of block the ability when we enable. We block the ability for them to see what they're really made of. And that is where so many kids struggle, right? So we want them to pursue their goals, just like I want you to pursue yours. We want them to be responsible and take ownership of their decisions and their actions. And just like I want you to do the same. So this is a two-way street here. This isn't just the child. This isn't just you. We need to look at the whole picture here. And, when they're younger, there's a thing about teaching gratitude and empathy. Sometimes you can teach those things, and sometimes I think those are just kind of innate. Now, they lead by example for what they see growing up, but it doesn't mean that they can't change. I know a lot of moms that have a hard time finding gratitude in things, not because they're a bad person, but it's not something that was ever on the forefront of their mind. Not everyone was raised that way, right? So basically, at the end of the day, we want to balance support and independence. We want them to be independent from us so we can have one day actual adult relationship with them, right? Mother, son, mother, daughter, like actually have where you have two adults versus still having that person acting like a child because either they choose to be or this is all they know and they don't know how to get out of that. And so that's where they need to get some help that they need to improve their own skills, right? But you can encourage. And that is, if you're given the opportunity, and I know some of you are not given the opportunity because they don't let you. But if you are given the opportunity, just remember we want to encourage self-reliance, and we want to encourage problem solving and all of these things. We don't want to mandate it. We don't want to give advice. We just want to lovingly encourage when possible, right? For those of you that have not heard about my free live event, I am doing an event called Building a Life Beyond Struggle. And this is breaking free from estrangement and defiance. And my free event is going to be on Friday night, May 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern. I invite you to join me. You can click the link below. There's still some time to sign up, so I hope you do. And I look forward to seeing you there. Take care.